Okay. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Lecturer of Professional Speech Communication 3090, Dr. Aida Binti Mukhtar, and our beloved friend and audience, let us begin our today's session by reciting Al-Fatihah. Amin.
Dear audience, before we start, did you know the number of divorce increased 0.1% from 50,314 cases on 2017 to 50,356 cases on 2018? This based on the data released by Department of Statistics in Malaysia. Well, this shocking data will be connected to our current webinar, that is empathy and inclusivity of children with broken home background. We are going to share some of the most important views that have been ever discovered in this topic, and we will focus on how to build empathy for them who are having a broken family background. And this webinar session will be divided into 4 parts that are opening, interview, Q&A session, and closing. You are really going to enjoy the time we spend together in this afternoon with me, Adelita Apridiana, and I accompanied by one of my moderator, that is...
Hi, I'm Anisah Febi, and today we have an extraordinary speaker. She is one of alumnus of psychology in IIUM, and now she is a peer counselor at ceritain.id, academic coordinator in Binar Quran, and event coordinator in Rumah Keluarga Risman. Let's welcome Miss Inkan Lukie Marrisca. Hi, welcome Miss Inkan. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, Febi. Hi.
How are you today? You look so charming today, mashallah.
Oh my God, thank you. Really? I look charming. I look nervous.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, inshallah, good. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm great. Okay, Alhamdulillah, I hope everyone is great, okay? And in a good health condition in this pandemic situation. Okay, so without any further ado, let's start our first Q&A session with Miss Inkan. So basically today's topic is about broken home. So what does actually broken home mean, Miss Inkan?
Broken home meanings. I think every people has a different meaning for broken home family. But mostly people will see broken home is when children has mother and father who separate because of divorce. So the main reason is because parental divorce. Divorce can be the factor that can lead to divorce is like financial issue or in pregnancy and so on. And for me personally, broken home means that those children experience conflict at their home. So meaning that when they're at home, their family members are fighting each other, screaming and quarreling each other. And some minority, I think the meaning of broken home family is when the children lose her dad or her mom because of that. That's, I think, the meaning of broken home.
Okay, so meaning that not only diverse, right? So how could it affect to the child's life?
Of course, it's definitely will affect children's life, physically, emotionally, and from academic also. So because of their parental divorce, children used to blaming themselves that desperation of their mother and father because of themselves. So for their mental health, they used to develop anxiety and trauma and also depression. And from that emotional side, children who has experienced this kind of parental divorce, they being aggressive towards their friends. it means that they have a negative attitude to their peer. Why this can be happen because they they are feeling lonely and then feeling not worth it. Children actually have to grow their self-confidence and self-worth in themselves. But when they know that their family is not complete, they will feeling so insecure, fear, and anxiety. In children's mind, they think that the perfect family is composed of father, mother, and children. And when they know that they don't have a father or mother, they think that they are not complete, they are not good. That's from the emotional, okay? And then this emotional disruption bring them to poor academic. They like they lack concentrate and can't focus at the school. Um, Wait, I'm still to remember what happened with children with broken home family. That's from emotional. Okay, from social relationship. If they are teenager, uh, when I remember my client or I remember my friends, the children who experience broken home family, they will develop mistrust, meaning that they can't believe to people or adult. It also affects their romantic relationship in the future. That's why it's very hard for them to accept people in their life. That's from social, emotional, and also academic. And wait, I think that's all for their affect. It's very no no. In divorce, the victim is not a mother or father. The victim is the children. The most who receive painful is children because no one can give love, affection, and care with except their mother and father. I think
The
that's
original
all.
mother, father, right?
Do you have any experience with
Who?
children? Do you have any friends who has experience with broken home family?
Yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot of them. Most of them they have like single parents.
And,
We can
and
see
then
that.
they tend to become shy. Do you ever feel that
Shy.
they become shy,
Yeah, yeah.
shy or more introverted and
Introvert. Okay.
they cannot become open to new people, open to new experience. Sometimes they feel that they are afraid to do something new.
Wow, it's a huge effect, right?
Yeah, it's a huge effect because they tend to compare themselves with other friends, with other family.
Okay, the next question is, how are they different from children who come from families that are together?
Of course, different. Also, absolutely, because those who come with complete family, they receive love and affection from their father and mother, while children with broken home family, they cannot afford this complete love and this complete affection. And also, it matters of time also. When in the complete family, you can gather and spending your time with your family for 24 hours. Meanwhile, when the children with broken home family, they couldn't take that time. I think they have like 1 week with stay with mother, 1 week stay with their father. So they can receive the complete love from their father and mother. Very different. It's not just because the matter of time, but also the situation. broken home family, when they are at home with father and mother who always fighting each other and quarreling each other, they'll feel scared, anxiety because of that conflict at home.
Because the emotional formation, right? And the next question is, how is empathy important for children with this background, and how could we show empathy to them through communication?
So if you want to talk me about empathy, empathy is for everyone. You can determine that only children with broken home family need empathy. All of people need empathy. Okay. So yeah, the empathy is very crucial for them because when we know that they didn't receive complete love and affection, those who can give them love and affection is their friend. Okay? Their friend, because they believe that their friend can listen to them, uplift their story. Okay? Because what I have said, what I have mentioned before, that they develop mistrust to adult. They don't live with they don't live with them, so they prefer to talk to their friends. So it's very important if you were a friend of um, broken home children with broken home family, you have to give your ear.
Yeah,
So
okay.
don't
To listen.
listen to them. You don't need to give any advice for them because actually what they need is not advice. What they need is only your existence. Do you get my word? Okay.
Oh,
That kind
yeah,
of
yeah, I get
advice
it.
might be will hurt them because they will think that how come you say like that when you never feel like what I feel.
All right.
So when
Yeah.
they tell to you about their family matters or family problems, always try to listen and answer with close-ended question. So like, okay, I will give the example. Okay, Adele, I'm so mad at my father because he's very abusive father. He hits my mother. I very hate him, dislike him. So when you were a friend of her, so you have to answer like this. Oh my God, what your dad do is very terrible. It's very bad. I know how you feel. I think you are very mad at him, right? So you made a close question. The answer is only yes or no.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you have to rephrase that answer to be a question for children with broken home family, children from broken home families.
Okay.
And also, um, I this is back to my personal life. If my friend if it was my friend, I will tell to my father and mother to have food or have meal, have lunch or have dinner with my friend who comes from broken home family. Why? Because they never feel it. So I want to ask them and to join with me so they can receive that kind of love that they never get before with their family. And then that kind of relationship is very good because when you bring them to your family, your mother, my mother, or my father can be a place for them to tell that story, their stories. So at least we can find the replacement or substitution of their mother and father, or we can find them a place to tell the story.
Okay. What
So
if?
it will release their emotion.
Okay. So what if they don't want to tell the story to other person, other people, like your mother.
So if okay, but if I don't know what happened if they don't want, because what what I what I did in the past is I try to um, I try to make him join make her sorry make her join with me with fun activity. I never make him to and I never make her to talk about deep story. We try to allocate their negative thought about their family to be fun. Okay, please don't enjoy your life. Don't think too much about your father and mother who break up. Everything is going to be okay. You have life. You have me here. Okay. If you are adult, I think teenager or university student, you can say like this. Okay, if you want to talk with me. I'm here for you. So it's meaning that you will give space and time for them to be lonely first, and then if they are feeling good and feeling okay, they can back to you to tell the truth.
Okay, meaning that we have to give time to heal, right?
Yeah, time
For
to
them.
heal.
So, is the next question is empathy important for inclusion to happen for this kind of children? The children, okay. How could the society accept these children? Because sometimes, for example, my parents, my parent doesn't allow me. She doesn't allow me to be friend with my friend from broken home family because the stereotype of other people, the stereotype is people tend to see these kind of children is naughty. Okay,
Yeah.
how the society accept these children?
Okay. That kind of stereotype of or stigma. Uh, I know it exists in our society. I know that some parents or some adult think that children who comes from broken home family bring bad influence for their daughter or their son, but the society's stigma is something that you can control. Okay, so you can control that kind of stigma. The thing is you have to aware by yourself first and then spread that kind of awareness that those who come from broken home family is good, is they are the same with us, they did something good like us, they did something good like us. I know that parents is very protective, right? Because when you uh, when you heard that that your friends or your neighbor or someone coming from broken home family, you will think that they are very wild, they are so rebellious, they are against rules and against rules of adults and everything. The misbehavior that children did right now is not because of themselves, but the things that make them is because of the condition he or she received in the past. So I have to say that maybe you can control that kind of stigma, but you can start from yourself to try um, to don't give label or stereotype to your friend that come from broken home family. So you have to accept them to become their friend, and then I think you have to separate between between the status of broken home family and children with complete family. Is it okay?
I didn't get it. What do you mean?
Yeah, we didn't get
You
it.
have to,
It's like,
you don't give label, and then don't try to differentiate between children from broken home family and children with complete family. Don't differentiate, I mean,
Oh,
differentiate.
you mean
Yeah.
like
Okay, get it.
don't see to their background,
Don't see
look at
their
their
background.
background.
Ah,
Don't look down their background.
Okay.
So, for people who are aware with empathy for this kind of children, is it become a responsibility for them to be more aware to this kind of children? Okay. Okay. So the next question: how could we ensure that the children are able to keep up in their education? Because sometimes they putus sekolah. They don't want to go to school because maybe my friend will bully me at school. What do you think?
Okay, so that kind of children don't want to go to school because of afraid because of bullying. Is it?
Yeah, haha. Oh, only your mother rise you up. Not where is your father? So maybe children doesn't want to go to school, right?
Yeah, I know. So how I positioned my like how about my position if I were their parents, I will say to my child, don't ever listen to your friend because your friend doesn't know anything about you. And then if you get bullied from your friend, fight for them. Fight them. But uh, mostly children who come from broken home family, at least they will have friends who can accept them, I think.
Okay, meaning that, for example, if I have an empathy for this kind of children, and this children doesn't want to go to school,
Be friend with be friend with that be friend with the children.
I have to be a friend with her or he, so that give us make her spirit up to go to school, right?
Yeah.
I see.
What I have mentioned before is friend is like a place for them to tell the story. So you can give them emotional support so they can go to school and keep up with their education. Uh, my God, I had this society because of why bullying is still here. Why the children with broken home families should be bullied? Because it's not their fault. It's not their mistake. They never want to have broken home family.
Yes, correct. We cannot choose that situation, right? It's this situation just come like out of nowhere. Right. Like, are people condescending towards the children from broken families? As you said just now, don't look at their background and just be friends with anyone, right?
Just be friend with be friend with them and say nicely to them. Never talk about their family also.
Don't touch about their private life.
Yeah, don't
Family life.
touch their private life until they tell you about the truth. Don't ever just curious about something so you be friend with them.
Okay.
You keep curious, but you never give empathy. It's like you you did nothing.
All right.
So be friend with him or her, and then treat them nicely as your friend, as your best friend, as your family also. You can.
Yeah, just be close. As
Because
we know that, as we know that children from broken families will usually, like you said just now, like 1 week at this house, 1 week at this house, right? And how should they ensure that this still happening during CMCO? Like CMCO, you have to stay at one home. You cannot rentas negeri, right? We cannot go
Across.
go far from our part of country, right? How will you
MCO
ensure
is like
this?
lockdown, right?
Yeah, lockdown.
Yes, lockdown in
Okay,
Malaysia.
I don't know what kind of lockdown in Malaysia until you can't meet your father or your mother. Um, so my suggestion is when this happening, I think father or mother can still keep up with their children through online video call or online activity. So still keep up with their children, even they can do it. They do it online. Everything that you can do online is like you can cooking together. Dad, look at my food. Now I'm cooking Indomie noodle. Do you want it? Like that. Or you can have um, you can have monthly call with your no, weekly call with your children, and then going to virtual place. As I know right now, places like museum or any recreational uh, point, any recreational visits, they have virtual. So I think you can uh, make your mother. I think mother and father can ask their children to do virtual journey.
Okay,
Is it remind?
okay,
Uh,
but
Do you know
sometimes
is it the
sometimes what?
okay, okay, but sometimes there is a type of parents. For example, if this child staying with her mother, but her mother told these children don't go or don't communicate with your father because your father is toxic. What do you think with this kind of mother or father?
I think this kind of mother is very, very not a good example. Yeah, because I don't know what kind of family is this, but when you are decide to end your marriage, it doesn't mean you end your family relationship. Can you get my word? Yeah,
Yeah,
your
correct,
marriage
correct.
can be end, but that doesn't mean it happened to your family relationship.
Mm-mm.
So if the mother, my God, I think the mother should be known, should be should be told that uh, should be told that mom, you have to be neutral. Mom, you have to be neutral. That is not going to harm me, and then you will be okay. I'm be okay, and that will be okay. So don't be afraid. I'm still love you, mom, even though I'm stay with father. That, but I think this is common for children from broken home family. I think the mother is very anxiety because of the father is very abusive or having financial issues. So the mother is don't want their children to facing or to meet with their children.
Okay, maybe her mother doesn't want to make any difficulties for her children, right? Meaning that there is an ex wife or
Yeah, ex-wife
ex wife,
or
but there is
ex.
no ex mother or ex father, right?
Yeah, there is no ex-mother and ex-father in your life. They still your mother and your father.
Okay. Okay, so this is very interesting. Maybe before they want to divorce, uh, before the parents want to divorce, maybe they have to make a contract, yeah?
Agreement.
Agreement.
I think they have to make kind of agreement before they divorce.
Mhm.
Before they divorce, like the rules or the co-parenting list that they have to do for their role. Like, okay, as the mother, you have to um, pick up your child and you have to cook for your child, while for the father, you have to take financially take care of their school fee or university fee, like that. So between mother and father have to cooperate each other about the parenting. What do you think?
Okay, I see. So, from this question, from your statement, how do the divorced parents play their roles in development of their children from a broken home? How they ensure their children have a good education or something like that?
I'm not sure we can avoid some problems in their development, because what I have mentioned before, that they will emotionally disturbed because of the parental divorce. So for the mother and children, uh, how to ensure that? I think at least the children will have um, the period for him or her to be fall. I mean, not to be fall, like to be down, to be lonely. So don't expect that your children will. Don't expect that your children. Wait. Don't expect that your children will meet your expectation, because you can give them 100 love to them. So don't expect that there will be a perfect child. Okay, give them uh, a time for healing, and then give them a time follow um, to follow education, but don't expect them too much. Like the children must to be a first to got A in every subject, and be like that, because you hurt your child, and don't expect too much from your child. Okay? It's like the proverb that like this. Mm, how can you pour the water from the empty glass? Okay, so it's like the mother, uh, the mother is glass, and then the water is their love, and then the sorry, the glass is the children. How can you give? How can you expect love from your children while you can give them love and care and attention from empty cup, like that?
So deep.
That's a that's
Uh-huh. Should we move to another question? Okay. So, how should families stay together to prevent broken homes?
first is communication. Yeah, like your major communication. So the the main factor why the family is breaking up is because of communication. If they have miscommunication, they will not find a way to solve it. And then the second is accept your partner, your spouse, because how uh, because the spouse is your mirror, right? So always accept them and then try to complete each other, because no perfect spouse in this world, right? Accept them as if you want to accept their strength, also accept their weakness. And then third is before you decide to end your marriage life, thinking that you have children, and then they reconfirm that how my oh, no, imagine how is your life is how is your life when you end your marriage, how is your children's future if you end your marriage right now. Hmm. Always thinking about that, because if you want to what if you really want to divorce, it's because of something that very urgent, like between this couple, the father is very abusive. Uh, you can, I think, do a divorce. But for something like miscommunication, or something like miscommunication, you can handle it first. Do you know many couples, especially my friends, say that first 5 years of marriage is difficult times. Like a honeymoon phase uh, is only is only stay for 6 to 1 year month, 6 months to 1 year, and then after that you will meet many conflict. You will meet uh, many something that you didn't like from your partner, and then something that you are very shocked that, oh, that's my partner used to be. My God, this is not this is not my hubby. This is not my wifey. How come
What do you think? What is the most reason people divorce?
what is the most
Reason.
factor?
Most reason, affection.
The
Yeah, the
reason
factor.
is, I said before that, because of um, the couple is not ready yet for marriage life. Because I'm not, I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to, wait, I don't want to, I don't want to mocking one group because of nikah muda, what we can say, early marriage.
Early
Nikah
marriage.
muda.
Yeah,
Young,
Yeah,
yeah,
early
early
marriage.
Early marriage.
Those who have early marriage is usually will have divorce, because emotionally they are still not stable. Their emotional is like, boom, upside down, emotional burst, and then uh, they can take decision nicely. Do you know, like Taki Malik, Indonesian
Yes, yeah.
Quran reciter? Yeah, only had like 1 month, 1 month,
What? Not 1 month.
1 month
2 weeks,
marriage,
I guess.
or 2 weeks, 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
because because he and his ex uh, had no what had no readiness to face marriage life. And then also you have a different perspective how to raise your children. It can be one of the reason. And also I forgot to say that the third party that involve to your family. Or if the father or mother has an affair with someone, it can be very very distressful for children. Yeah, because sometimes it's very what it's very unique. So when partner you don't sweet with your partner, or you are angry at your partner, why you have to find another woman or another man to tell your family's matters? I mean, they are not belong to your family. They didn't know anything. They didn't understand. That's why if you tell to stranger or that kind of third party, you will feeling you will accept it. You will be happy because you have no problem with them. That kind of third party, third party. You can get my word, yeah.
I get it.
Yes,
In bahasa
but
selingkuh, right?
Ah, yeah, selingkuh.
how about economy unstable?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
financial.
financial issue also the one of the reason for early marriage. Hmm. So it's very unique for Indonesian, actually. And if you can have early marriage in your age, you can be respectful if you come from rich family. Yeah. But when you have early marriage, uh, you come from a poor family, this something is very disrespectful. So um, so marriage life is not always because of love and then your courage or your bravery to have your readiness or your mentality, but also your financial. If you don't have any stable job, at least you are what you are you can afford, or you can earning your life from online with online seller, uh,
Business, online
not
business,
online e-commerce,
e-commerce.
e-commerce from e-commerce, or doing something like you become teacher, part-time teacher. At least you have a job, even it's not stable. It can show that you have effort to to earn money for your family, right? Because I have friends. This is real story. My friends decide to have early marriage, yeah, and then after that, um, they have that no, her family is poor, from poor family, and until right now, uh, they are my friend is was separated with her husband, but they are not they are not divorced,
Oh, only separate, not
no, only
divorce.
separated. Hmm. And then they lose she lost her job also, so it's very unstable for me. So if you want to have early marriage, ensure that your family is backing up your life first, yeah, first, and then the second is ensure that your husband can afford your life, can afford your financially. Don't
Mm,
depend on your family's money or inheritance.
okay, but as you said just now, financially unstable also can be one of factor that people divorce, right? Is it to avoid broken home? We should not get married before before we shouldn't get married in the time in development of financial, or we have to get married after we get that financially stable? What do you think? Is it to avoid broken home we should do that?
It's not just because of money. So I have said that it's not because you financially stable, but at least your husband can afford your life. Yes. So I think it's better you decide to marry after you know where is the source of financial that you can afford, that you can attain. So Adele, before you are getting married, look at your husband. How about his his financial, and then ask your mother and father wanna bake. Yeah, ma, wanna bake me up for my family, for internet family.
All right, I will do. Inshallah. Okay.
I'm waiting for your invitation, wedding invitation. Yeah,
Inshallah.
baby
We are
also.
waiting
Yeah,
for your invitation also.
Ah,
You
Miss
can.
Miss Inkan first lah.
I don't
Yes,
know.
yes.
I'm not financially stable right now, so I will find which husband first.
Me as well.
Okay, now we are gonna have another session that is Q&A from the audiences that have dropping their question through the QR code provided by us to our expert today. By considering the time, we are really sorry because we picking only 2 questions from 2 audience only. So the first question will be from Nasrullah. Hi, sister. As a counselor, have you found a case in a broken family that both spouse hate each other, but they force themselves to stay together just because they want to take care of their children and do not want their children feeling broken? They want to make their children happy by staying together even though they hate each other. Certain marriage will end it and certain will choose to stay. In your opinion, which talking about impact, which relationship is better to raise the children? Stay or divorce?
This is back to the family itself.
Yeah.
For me, if you are still stay in toxic relationship or something that you dislike, it's very hurtful and it's very painful. If you are only stay in your marriage because of your children, it's not the option. So I think uh, if the couple can solve their problem, they should stay. But if something that they can't solve it anymore, they should divorce.
Is it
Because
because physically?
I'm thinking of the children again. Can you imagine how the children's future or children's life when their mother and their father is screaming each other every day? How can you ensure that the children is happy to stay with you when the mother and father um is like is very aggressive and very bad, is not they are not showing a good example to their children? How can be they be happy if they stay at home with that such family?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, correct.
Okay.
So, next.
Okay. Okay, because the time, okay, I will read the next question. The next question is from Hamba Allah because maybe she or he doesn't want to be appear in this very interesting
Anonymous.
webinar. Yeah. Okay, so we will call her or he as Hamba Allah. Hamba Allah asks, "Hi sister, I am a 21 years old student and I came from a broken home family. I feel that I lack of love and empathy from people around me in the past. Is there any tips for me? Because now I feel apathic to the environment around me. I really want to be a better person. Thank you.
Hello, thank you. Okay. Hello, 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 Anonymous. Okay, when you said that you want to go to be a better person, um, so just come and just become a better person. Don't look at your past. My marriage advisor said, Ustadz Faisal Sundani said that if you have a bad experience in the past, you have to forgive it. I know every children, not only broken home come, not only children who come from broken home family have inner child or trauma when they're child. They have to forgive it. They have to forgive their family. They have to forgive the environment who make him or her like this not right now. So one word is on I can say I can say is forgive. Forgive and forgive. Try to look to the future and going forward to the next step. Don't ever looking at bad into your bad experience, because bad experience can help you exam. They only give you more fear and then more anxiety, more and also more insecurity. So please, sister or brother who send the question, just going forward and forgive it.
Mm,
I know it's very hard for us. Even children who is not coming from broken home family, it's very hard to forgive her father or her mother.
Okay, so meaning that we have to, this person have to look at his or her
Look
bright
forward.
future and forgive, always forgive, right? Okay, so finally we get into the last session in this evening, that is closing. From the material presented by Sis Inkan, there are many essential points that we must underline in giving empathy to these children who have different backgrounds from other children. In this context is broken home families. For example, like there are many aspects that affected from broken home, for like emotional, poor academic, and also the social issue like mistrust, right? And also as a human being, we must to listen to this kind of people, because they only want to be here, not they only want to be here not to get the advice, right? Okay, what do you think,
Mm.
oh yeah,
Sis
other than
Adele?
that, I
Mhm.
agree that as a broken family, as a person I have a broken family, they should looking forward. Don't look at the bad. Don't look at the background. Just look forward and be positive as always.
Correct. And as mentioned in the opening, statistic data say that the number of divorce cases increases every year. It means that there are many children are affected by divorced parents. From the explanation that has been explained by Miss Inkan, there is much information that we can apply so that the children with broken home backgrounds will not lose empathy from surrounding that will affect their future, right?
All right. I think we had a lot of great interaction, but not a lot of time, right? We would
Mhm.
like to say a million thank you to Miss Inka of being our speaker in this webinar, and we really appreciate your time of being here with us. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
also not to forget our beloved audience that have been watched our webinar until the end. And don't forget to watch other webinars with another interesting topics in Facebook and YouTube. Professional speech communication or COMM 3090.
Okay, and there is one last sentence. There is one fascinating proverb from Gillian Flynn that say that people say children from broken homes have it hard.
But children of charmed marriage have their own particular challenges. That's all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Thank you, Miss
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Inkan.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, my sister.